Oh, crap. She'd tripped over a fairy nest. Of all the authors who featured the fair folk in their modern writings, A. Milne said it best. Their bodies were so tiny that they could only process one feeling at a time. What hardly anyone remembered about fairies is this: immortality can drive cognizant beings insane. Milne's traditional cause of fairy death is not what these hyperactive creatures needed. They needed to be hurled into the sun, in her opinion, but just try talking to NASA about that. In the meantime, there were only so many ways to apologize to a hive of angry fairies, and one of them involved rum, which Carrie did not have in her pack because this was meant to be a sober hike. The other method involved bloodletting. Good thing she had her camp knife in her boot, and another good thing that she knew how to overact. Fairies always loved theatrics. "Oh, lackaday, lackaday!" Carrie wailed, flailing around at her exposed skin with the knife. "Oh, woe! Oh, horrible fate! To injure so many innocents with a careless foot! Lackaday, woe! Woe, woe, woe!" and so on. The cuts, if any occurred, were light and bled impressively, but did not impede any imagined future hike. The point was to distract the Fae from being angry. They could be amused, they could be entertained, they could even be sympathetic, but that wasn't likely. Fairies were famously not empathetic with mortals, Seelie and unseelie alike. The Seelie could be if they tried, but Carrie had just tripped over their nest, which was not putting them in the mood to try. They stopped her after a handful of minutes' worth of woeful wailing and blood scattering all over the little clearing. "Such a human need no bleed for us," they chirped. They were insects of a sort, so they always buzzed or chirped. "Aid us in making a new nest, and be on your way, safe and whole." The old nest, Carrie couldn't help noticing, was a skull on the verge of crumbling. "I cannot give my head, it's needed with the rest of me," Carrie bargained, "and I'm fair certain you've grown tired of the smell." An idea came to her. "Take my hair. I'm tired of it, it's always been in the way. You could weave a nest out of it that would last far longer than any old skull, and you can grow little plants in it, and have sweet flowers to smell instead of that rotten head." The Fae buzzed amongst themselves. It took an entire minute, which was long for the easily distracted Fae. "We'll take your hair, long and short, with which we'll have a fine new nest, and we thank you for your shed blood. We'll need that anon." Carrie made to cut her hair short, but the Fae stopped her. "Nay, mortal, we'll take your hair our way." She agreed, of course. These were fairies. She couldn't not agree. But those words were her only warning. She walked carefully out of that forest, bald from head to toe, and she would be bald for the rest of her life. Her hair had been left in that clearing to grow so long as the Fae willed it, independent of Carrie. So she had to wear wigs all her life and get her eyebrows tattooed on. In fact, she had an ornate scalp tattooed onto her head. All in all, she got off lucky. End scene. A merry time zone to you, and thank you for watching this presentation. I'm the Internatter, sometimes known as C.M. Weller on the professional writing circuit. Wish I could get there, to be honest. I wrote this story some significant time ago and read this post as a video a lot sooner than now. If you want to see these fresh, check out my PeerTube site linked down there in the dibble double. Try PeerTube. It's like YouTube, but without the horseshit. If you want to read these even fresher, I may want to kiss you on the cheek and give you a big hug, but you can find them on my hub site, also linked down below. If you want to sponsor me, there's a Patreon in the link spam downstairs. New Patreon patrons will get special thanks in my next fresh tale, and maybe a picture of a critter I took while I was out in meat space. Once again, thanks to my special sponsor list on screen, or it might be over there, I don't know yet. And thanks to you for watching so far. Big kiss to you. Mwah!